record-breaking news, had to show up just to fill a void. Confused boy, little boys, y'all better keep your poise. Leave me out of the weasel. Be cool when you see me, I'm hot at all that rap deep. The hood know you, so we don't borrow, believe in it. Locked in on the instrumental, I took back the key to this. Run me the keys, run me the bees, run me that flow back. Your top 3, I'm not number 1, how could you post that? I would've crowned the city is mine, you cannot hold that. I'm not the one to go back. Meet Joe Black. Run me the keys, run me the bees, run me that flow back. What I'm saying, your top 3, I'm not number 1, how could you post that? I would've crowned the city is mine, you cannot hold that. I'm not the one to go back. Meet Joe Black. What I'm saying, people saying what's already been said. Predictions, I don't listen, it's already in my head, no funny. Your most hungry place, I was past that at 28. Underground tapes, as my ass cap in publishing states. As we slide in the G-Ride, I've been getting criticized, it's keeping me energized. Create with a business mind, I'm from where killers reside. A wild hood, only knew goons since my childhood. Say anything in they raps cause it sound good. Don't even mean what they say, horrible outlook. Y'all ain't really about this house. Y'all was in the house with it. We don't respect fake jewelry and silly outfits. Window down, blowing out. Great tits, New York's J. Prince on Houston Street. I caught the bounce before my even bounced the beat. I took the hard way in it, man, it's the route for me.
It's the National Football League.
Football is back, America, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Here comes the Los Angeles offense and the man in charge of it in his second season with the team, 14th overall, and what's been an impressive career, Matthew Stafford.
Matthew Stafford's first season in Los Angeles could not have gone better as he proved to be the missing piece that brought the Rams a Lombardi trophy. It's a very well-deserved moment for the 13th-year pro who was 12th all-time in yards and touchdowns, but had never experienced a postseason victory before that season. Now, you just call him a Super Bowl champion, and boy did he embrace the Rams offense from the start with almost 5,000 yards and 41 touchdowns in 2021.
And he's going to have a Rams first down as he's got this up to the 35-yard line.
One unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front and linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
On first down at Stafford. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Here's a run with Akers on 2nd down.
And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. Stafford looking to throw on 3rd and 1. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. 4th down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. Crowder now to return.
Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards.
And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10.
Now here come the Bills, and you don't have to look hard to find their 5th-year star QB, taken 7th overall back in 2018, Josh Allen.
Buffalo gave Allen the most guaranteed money in league history before the start of last season, and boy, did he justify it by playing at an elite level. Once again, taking the Bills to 11 wins and another division title. Along the way, he threw for over 4,400 yards again and ran for 760 with 42 total touchdowns for a top-5 offense. They were knocked out in an overtime thriller against Kansas City in the playoffs, and they will be one of the favorites to win the AFC this season.
The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a 1st.
That's the first time he's called his own number, but he's got to be overjoyed with the results. He wasn't just going to settle for a modest gain. To me, he was determined to come through with a big message to a defense that slept on him in the pocket.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Throwing now is Allen. And that one going to be off target and incomplete. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Aaron Donald with a sack. A CD, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
And the next-gen stat's going to show just how much time he had to make a decision, and it's not much. 3 seconds, the final clocking. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And the Rams will go on offense here with the 1st and 10. On 1st down, they'll start out with Akers. He'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll go again here with Akers. And he'll earn a couple of tough yards past the 30 to the 31. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards to play.
I don't care how many times we say it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
They're going to try the jet sweep. Robinson with it. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. On 2nd down, here's Stafford. Got a man open. It's Tyler Higbee. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. Now a play fake it at Stafford. That's complete to Robinson. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. What a matchup here for our first game of 2022. The 103rd season in NFL history, and this is the first of 285 games on the schedule this year. Now, both of these teams certainly hope to be playing in that 285th game. That would be Super Bowl 57 in Arizona. The Rams were able to raise a Super Bowl 56 banner before the game. Of course, they beat Cincinnati on this very field back in February to win that Lombardi Trophy. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. A false start backs them up 5, 1st and 15. Stafford. That's caught left side. It's Higbee, the tight end. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. Stafford looks to throw again. And a little floater there, but it'll wind up incomplete, falling to the ground. Stafford. Open man is Higbee, the tight end. And he is going to have a Rams 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
Now a 1st down throw. Stafford. That's complete to his tight end, Higbee. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
8 yards on the pickup.
They'll try the jet sweep. Stafford pops it forward. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Stafford going to give this to Akers. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Going right back to Akers. And this carry brought to an end at the 8. Good stick skills, just not much room there to operate. Throwing is Stafford. And that will be incomplete. 4th down, and we go from one Matt to another. Stafford heads off. Matt Gay gets set for the Rams field goal. And they fake it. They pitch to the tight end. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And the Bills are going to get the football back.
Well, I like the chutzpah there, right? They decided to go ahead and fake it and try and pick up a 1st down. But how about how they executed defensively and smothered that one? I know back from my time frame, everyone has responsibilities, even rushing on a field goal attempt. You've got the tight end, you've got the wing back, you might have the guy out of the backfield, but they executed that well.
Yeah.
Really stuck.
And he fumbled it. It's on the ground.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get them home, the next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Now Allen. And the throw there going to be incomplete. On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. Call that a 45-yard punt, just 2 yards there on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And, partner, I know so far, we're still in the first half, but you love this game as a defensive guy. 0-0. We'll see if the offense can get going on this drive.
Well, you know how they talk about music to your ears?
He's got a man, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Better than a 30-yard gain as we wind down towards 30 seconds left in the quarter. That catch now puts him on the doorstep of 500. It's his 499th reception. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now it's Stafford. Open man, Higbee, the tight end. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. No score after 1 on EA Sports. The Rams with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 2nd and 1 coming up. Here's Stafford. Trying to find Kupp, but it's intercepted. Jair Elam makes a pick, and the Bills are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7.
Well, Brandon, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to get with the quarterback right now, offer a little bit of encouragement because what's done is done. Let's get them next time out.
The Bills ready to take over. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. Now the 4th-year running back, this is Devin Singletary. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. Solid way to start the drive, 13 yards, picking up the first.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. Allen. He's got a man, complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A really good pickup of 28 yards. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Back to the ground. This time Cook. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. To the air. Allen. And this pass broken up. And the contact right time there. And now 4th down. Now the punter, Sam Martin, called on to kick it away here. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the Plague did on the last one.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and that'll make it 2nd down.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
To throw again on 2nd down. Stafford forced out to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. The Rams on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Starting to rack up the yardage here in this first half. 5 catches now and a first down. And he has now hit number 500. Charles, that is his 500th NFL career catch.
Definitely worthy of applause, but I remember when 500 meant you were going to the Hall of Fame. Nowadays, in today's football, 500 puts you on the path. A significant number.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A give up the middle to Akers. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Now a give. Akers running left. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line.
Now Stafford. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Teron Johnson able to pick it. And some room to maneuver. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown. An excellent play there, CD, on the pick 6. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick 6.
Tyler Bass on for the extra point attempt. And he's 1 for 1 on the new year as his kick is good. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line. And the LA offense ready for this next possession. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if finally kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Here's Stafford. That'll be caught by Kupp.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Stafford on 3rd down. Looking underneath, he's got Akers. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a 1st down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Akers. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Shotgun handoff to Brown here. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42. Now Stafford. They'll set up the screen here to Akers. And they'll bring him down 1 yard shy after a pickup of 4.
Yeah, and on 3rd down, those pass rushers, they're in the starter's block. They're just waiting for the pistol to fire. You can almost hear the defensive coaches on the sideline pre-snap. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Really good job there of identifying it and making the play to force 4th down.
Riley Dixon now to punt it away. And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Allen. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hines. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 20. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Allen. Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Aaron Donald. That is one he will remember. It's sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. Operating from the gun, Allen. And bringing it in, it's Davis. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18. Well, that'll help get you out of danger. So much for playing it conservatively back towards your own goal line.
That aggressive mentality, sometimes you can use it, and they did there against a defense who probably thought to themselves, there's no way they take a shot here this deep in their own territory.
On 1st down, Allen. Throw left side complete. That's Hines. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
2 1st downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. So the shotgun snap to Allen. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
First down for Stefon Diggs there. We've really seen him become a true superstar in the last couple of seasons. He's made his first 2 Pro Bowls after 2020, 2021, with a career-high 10 touchdowns to cap off the 2021 season. And only Cooper Kupp and Devontae Adams have more catches than him since 2020.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Now Allen again. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 26. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
Here's Allen on first and 10. Flushed out right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. Throwing again on second and 10. Allen. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hines. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Again, they'll throw with Allen. And oh no, it's incomplete. Well, it's a touchdown if he holds on, but somehow took his eyes off of it, falls to the ground, and brings up fourth down. The kick by Bass is good, and the Bills will add on to their lead. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
From the end zone, here comes Williams. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Well, the Rams going to take over late in this first half. They're certainly in need of some kind of points here before the end of the half. A field goal or something, being shut out right now. They could really use some momentum before they head into halftime. On first down, Stafford here. And incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Meanwhile, Stafford's throw pulled in by Jefferson. Finding space at the 40. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for first and 10. Stafford now to throw. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Stafford gets this into the hands of the tight end, Higbee. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Stafford. Man open, it's Kupp. He's got it. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
They've been moving the ball well, but this drive was in danger of stalling out. Fortunately, this is a nice throw here, and they're able to pick up a new set of downs.
On first down, it's Stafford. And he wisely will throw that one away. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it. So on comes the field goal unit. Gay's kick is good. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. Well, still trailing here, but they do get the late field goal. Now their defense will try to keep this score right where it is heading into the locker room.
Yeah, and trailing it to break, you obviously don't want to go in off of a negative play. Give them credit for that one. Finding a way to put points on the board. Give them any type of a spark, anything to build off of as they try and plan a comeback.
So we have reached halftime here in the Thursday night opener. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, good to get another season underway. We'll get back to you guys for the second half of the season opener. But first, let's take a look at what's still to come here in the opening weekend of the NFL season. Some great games coming up on Sunday, highlighted by a 1 o'clock matchup in Miami. A good test for the Dolphins as they'll have to contend with the New England Patriots. In the late afternoon games, one to keep an eye on for sure will be in Minneapolis, where it'll be the Vikings taking on the Green Bay Packers. And finally, what a kickoff to Monday Night Football. Russell Wilson's first game as a Bronco, and it's in Seattle to wrap up Week 1. With that, let's take a look at the next-gen stats for Buffalo in that first half. And even though they've got a halftime lead, they're likely devising ways as we speak to try and get a little more production from their passing game. Meanwhile, for the Rams, they were even better throwing the football. Lots of open receivers to choose from, and you can bet that'll continue to be a focus in the second half.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. This fielded right at the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Out come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
And here's Allen. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. Throwing is Allen on third. Diggs with a good footwork. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That's a third down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play. Defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
And again, it's Allen. Another target for Stephon Diggs, and he brings it in. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. On play action, Allen. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. Certainly worth noting he's now one catch away from 600. He's at 599 in his career. Allen now on first down. Working the middle here. That's complete to Knox, the tight end. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. On second down, Cook. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Allen. And that is incomplete.
Excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring that fourth down here.
The kick by Bass is good, and the Bills will add on to their lead. Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
Out come the Rams. They'll have it first here to begin the third quarter. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. On 2nd and 10, Stafford toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, wouldn't you keep him busy as well?
I would.
Of course. You got to keep throwing it to him. He keeps making...
And now the red flag out on the field. We'll have a challenge forthcoming.
Previous play is under review.
Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. Caught left side, Williams. Only able to gain a couple there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Got that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
From the shotgun, here's a give to Akers. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
He's tackled at the 34-yard line. A gain of a yard brings up
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. He was still looking through his progressions and going through his receiver options, and while he was doing that, the defense got to him quickly in the pocket.
And it was a great example of zone coverage. Well executed, well coordinated. All the receivers were covered, and he couldn't evade the rush back in the pocket.
Here's Riley Dixon now as he's on to punt for L.A. Now it's Crowder. 35 yards that time on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Back now on offense, the Buffalo Bills. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. The best way to do it, touchdowns.
To throw again on 2nd down. Allen got his man complete over the middle. It's Hines.
Allen's pass complete to
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here's the punter, Martin, out to kick it away. Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Rams will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10.
Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10 at their own 15. He starts with a give to Akers.
He'll rumble for about 6 up across the 20 to the 22.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup.
They'll go with Akers here up the middle.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
He was brought down by Gregory Rousseau. That's a gain.
Play action. Stafford.
3rd and 1.
The tight end Jarwin with it out on the left side. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
The tight end is certainly positioned built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
They'll run on 1st down with Akers.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
51 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries.
Coming in, he really likes his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45.
Back to throw. Stafford. Over the middle. That's hauled in by Kupp.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Stafford. That's caught left side. It's Higbee, the tight end. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Now it's Stafford off the bootleg.
That's out to the flat for Akers.
So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And it'll be 4th down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Here's Riley Dixon now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Left side, Cook. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Allen off the play fake. He's got a man. It's his fullback.
Finding room at midfield.
And out across midfield down to the 45. The catch and run good for 24 yards.
Hold on a second. Was that the fullback? That was the fullback. Who says it? The slot receivers are the only guys who can catch the football and get big yardage after the catch. Really nice job there, showing good hands and an ability to get upfield.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Here's Allen to throw it.
And he finds his man. That's Sweeney. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
Complete to Tommy Sweeney. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up
to throw again on 2nd down. Allen throwing the out route incomplete. It's McKenzie. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Bills with a lead and the football here to begin the 4th quarter.
And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. 12 yards that time, and a Bills first down. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down fourth quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it at them. We've got them now.
Now it's Hines. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Well, that is a running back who is not about to go down easily. He fought his way through the contact until the seas opened up for him.
Yeah, in this part of the game, the fourth quarter, this is where a running back really has a chance to shine. This is what they've been training for, to take over the game down the stretch. The defense, it's been battered all game long. And here, this is just a case of a runner imposing his will and deciding he didn't want to be tackled right there.
Touchdown! Dawson Knox from 4 yards out. And the Bills are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their fourth quarter lead. An important score there, CD, and now an important extra point because it would make it a 3-score game.
Love the math there, and at this point in the fourth quarter, look, we all need next-gen stats, right? We all use them, but we don't need them here, do we? Because that means it's almost a certain victory.
Here's Bass now for the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. So that drive goes 8 plays, and it culminates in a Bills touchdown. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And the Rams now coming out on the field. And no doubt this is not the way that they had hoped to open their season. Thoroughly outplayed here in front of the national audience. Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10 at their own 22. Now Stafford. They'll set up the screen here to Akers. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. Well, it looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
Behind the chains, 2nd and 13. Here's Stafford. This one brought in by Jefferson.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag. Because when you do, you can just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. And able to find, and a loose football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. Taken down at the 30. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Getting the ball is Cook running left. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. Here it's 3rd and 3. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
They'll run on 1st down with Singletary. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2. And it brings up 2nd down. Up the middle, it's Cook.
And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. James Cook with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Bills are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Charles, a well-drawn-up play, beautifully executed, and look at the scoreboard and where we're at in the second half. They are on their way to a 1-0 start to this season. Exactly what every team in the league dreams of. Winning your season opener, getting off to that good start, and building confidence for the rest of the season. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead is now 24. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. And the Rams getting set to go now. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week one because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. These fans just kind of beside themselves right now. On first down, Stafford here. He'll get this one to Kupp, complete. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line.
It's a gain of 14 yards. That's good.
On first down at Stafford. This to Jarwin. Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and it'll be second down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up
now it's Stafford. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown. Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football. Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they've got this game in the bag with this huge lead, and it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them play it straight, do all the right things. But these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances, and that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6. Bass on for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days. You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again. Caught out left side by Robinson. And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good. And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it. Desperation time for Stafford on 4th down. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he is going to have the Rams first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Here's Stafford. Middle of the field to Jefferson. And they're going to get this up to midfield. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. From the 50 at Stafford. That'll be caught by Kupp. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 36. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. throwing is Stafford. He gets this into the hands of Kupp once again. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
2nd and 2. To throw is Stafford. Open man is Higbee, the tight end. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
A 7-yard gain.
Stafford looks to throw again. To the right side and complete to Atwell. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Stafford, and he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. A chance for a first touchdown drive of the year. It's 1st and goal. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And the Bills are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. But with this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
And here come the Bills. They've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the fourth quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
It certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted. So they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
He's taken down at the 17-yard line. A gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
3rd down. Here's a run by Cook. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. Well, partner, tonight was a great way to kick the season off. That before the game, probably as much pomp and circumstance to start a season as I can ever remember. And this is just game 1 of many to come sitting next to you. Really looking forward to it.
As am I. Great to be back in booth with you for another season. Great to get this year underway. You and I both know interesting is going to be the word. An extra week now as part of that newer 17-game season. What a fun opener tonight. We know the better games are still on their way, but I'm glad that we got started.
So for the Bills, it's a fantastic start as they roll to a blowout victory here in the season opener. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week where they take on the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for the Rams, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll try to turn it around next week as they head to Atlanta for a matchup with the Falcons.